Yeah. Okay, we believe that innovation is inevitable in all industry segments today. The real challenge lies in constantly creating value. I mean, you have audience, so you need to constantly create value for that end customer. We at Orange are firmly focused on research and innovation. We have 12 centers which focus on research and innovation across 4 continents, which employ more than 5,000 people. And it is through these locations that we really focus on new innovative services for this ever-changing marketplace. Some focus areas for innovation. One is definitely new product and services. Just taking an example of today's world, where we see a lot of progress and work going on towards LTE, which is long-term evolution development, as well as IPX growth. So we are also firmly focused on these fields. Just to share a few statistics, we see that there are 381 operators across 114 countries who are working for LTE development, and there are 330 operators who say that they are ready for a commercial launch or a commercial service. And bulk of this LTE revolution is coming from Asia. So Asia is the biggest and the most fertile market for the 4G revolution. So we are also actively positioned on this market space. We believe that in order to service customers on LTE or high-speed roaming, we need to have a backbone network which is capable of quality of service management, of supporting differentiated class of service for different kind of service, of managing security, high-speed connectivity with a reduced bandwidth tariff, as well as universal presence. And so we believe for this, IPX is the ideal backbone which is available, and we have a very, very strong proposition on the IPX front. So barring the new services, we also see a lot of innovation on fighting fraud. I mean, fraud is something which really affects our industry today. We see that there is an overall dip of 5 to 15% of carrier revenue which goes towards fraud. And a large part of this happens in high termination cost countries where the percentage might even be higher. I mean, so definitely a lot of carriers are working to fight fraud, whether it is new ways of fraud or the traditional ones like PBX hacking or bypass frauds. And this is where we see a lot of new innovation happening in the industry. Along with this, another area that we see which is undergoing a lot of innovation is really the way in which the carriers interact among themselves. I mean, if you have to fight fraud and if you have to tackle the other competition, then the carrier members have to come together and fight it out together. So we see a lot of cases where carriers are working together, not only for sharing fraud information, but also best practices, sharing the KPIs and targeting to tackle the fraud together. We at Orange have our own suite of services which is called AdFirst, which is basically our fraud management system. So this fraud management system helps not only our 32 affiliates, I mean our operation in 32 countries, fight fraud, but it is also available to our partners and carrier customers in case they want to join us towards fighting fraud together with us. So that's... Okay, we see a very dynamic and competitive market space today. I mean, if you see today, the voice traffic is growing at 5 to 7%. On the other hand, we see a 7 to 10% decline in the voice termination rates. This is especially it is becoming more difficult, especially in the regulated markets like Europe. So we see that overall operators are impacted negatively on the voice side of the business. However, data is a different story. I mean, over the next 5 years, we are forecasting a 3 times growth on the data bandwidth. And a bulk of this growth is coming from new services and the changing customer behavior. I mean, streaming is becoming increasingly popular today as against download some time back. We see applications like Spotify and Netflix who contribute largely to the new bandwidth requirement. Just to share some data, today we see that while Google and YouTube contribute 19% to the total data bandwidth, Netflix contributes 38% to the total data bandwidth, which shows a whole host of change in the usage behavior of consumers. Added to this is our new set of applications like iCloud and Dropbox, which again enable users to store their data online. And this contributes again to a lot of new bandwidth requirements. Added to this, there is also connected TV, which is finally becoming a reality. So today, users can decide and choose what channels they want to watch. They can create their own menus, and this is again a new app, but which adds a lot to the bandwidth requirements. Added to this is also a movement towards an all-converged, all-IP world. Today, if we look at the services, there is a pressure on operators not only to reduce the operating expenses, which is possible through a converged IP approach, but along with that, we also see that there is a whole host of new services which require a converged IP platform, which cannot work on the traditional TDM models. So there is a lot of new development happening around creating a global IP network. From Orange's perspective, in order to meet this growing demand, we have invested largely in submarine cable systems. Roughly, we own 450,000 kilometers of submarine cable across the globe by participating in more than 40 consortia. Today, if you look at our ownership of capacity, we own roughly 40% of the capacity on the Europe to Africa routes and 10% capacity overall global, in the rest of the world routes. So in terms of our ownership on the submarine cable, it's quite big. Added to this is our 5-ship submarine management fleet of ships, which is again an asset, and we are growing it by adding another ship which is under production. So you can see through our investment on cable consortiums as well as on the submarine ships, we are very, very strongly focused on the capacity development. What we also see, in addition to convergence and high capacity requirement, is a changing requirement on security. Today, if you see the new application, whether it is content services or cloud services or transactional services, all of them have a big requirement for security. Any network which is designed today has to meet that particular requirement. So that is again an area of focus for us to work towards network which provides the secure mode of communication.